Welcome guys to Dogs of War YouTube channel. Today we have a RPG review of Mutant Year Zero. Today you have me, Jesus.
And Ben Davenport.
Ben. So Ben, a good game.
Oh yeah, just flipping through it and skimming certain areas. I'm absolutely in love with the game already, as it is. I've always liked the apocalyptic setting of games. Big fan of Fallout and Mad Max series, stuff like that. Any type of game or movie that involves the apocalypse. So this is, if that's kind of your thing, this game is perfect for you.
Stig, like you mentioned, Fallout. Everybody have almost, I think, every nerd or gamer have played Fallout eventually.
At least one
sooner
of the
or later.
variations.
This is the closest thing to that type of world, and
Oh yeah, very much so. It gives you that apocalypse, end of the world, end times aspects.
So, the game is made by More Diffuse Entertainment. I think that's how I said it. The game was very old. It came in, I think it was the 80s, was it?
Yeah, I think those were their earliest adaptations of the game.
And everybody would call it the Mutant Chronicles is one of their versions. So this is their newest one, up to date. And I played their miniature games when they came out. I think this might be the best product they've done. So you want to talk about the fluff a little bit?
Yeah, we can start off with. So in this game, what's going to differ from other role-playing games is every one of your characters is a mutant, which is very cool. You don't play your typical humans. Everybody gathers mutations as you play and alters your characters, which is very cool. Very neat aspect of the game. The story begins with everybody kind of lives at your home base called the Ark. It's kind of like your refuge. You don't really know how you got there, which is really unique. You have no memory of how you got there. So your whole party lives here, and there's one person in the entire camp that knows pretty much how everything came to be, and that is the Elder.
And he's the only...
He's also the only non-mutant.
Yes. Everybody's mutant, except for him.
He's basically your tribal leader. He's been helping you survive and gathering resources over the years to help keep his community of mutants safe. The story starts off with he is dying. So it's up to you and your group now to basically start branching out into the zones he wouldn't let you go in before because he knew the dangers that were out there. But your group now is forced to do that, to go find resources and gather new people and basically help build up and protect your civilization.
And that's another different thing with this role-playing game, is that you have your character development. Each time you gain abilities and stuff, your character develops. But in addition to that, as a group, you need to develop your society, your arc. So you as a group, this dictates, okay, who's going to be in charge of the watchtower to watch your village, your arc? Do you want your society to be able to read? So as you explore and you find artifacts that you could bring back to your arc to develop them further, your arc kind of levels.
Yeah. And
you get to put in better food, better hygiene, or whatever. And so you're developing your character and you're developing this society. Yeah. So I could play this game and twice or 3 or 4 times with different characters, and I have another element over it that I could be different. One of the times I could say, I want my arc to be a dictatorship. The guy with the biggest gun rules. The next time I'm like, you know what, I want democratic things. So everybody elects whoever they want. And
yeah.
So you could have different ways, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's one of the very cool things about the game is you're not just focusing on your character. You have other people to think about other than yourself.
Yeah.
Which is very cool.
And let's just go a quick overview of the characters. or classes. Sorry, not characters. Um, page
26.
26. That was one thing. So we have the Enforcer, which is
Enforcer is kind of like your brute strength class. He's kind of like the bodyguards of your arc. Their their key is intimidation. They're in your face, kind of frontline fighters in the world. They don't stray from a fight.
yeah. Then you have the Gearhead.
The Gearhead is a very cool class. Whereas most people would look at the world and say that it's destroyed, the Gearhead looks at it and goes, "Oh, look, I have lots of toys." They're kind of your builders. They're your technology experts. They take what you would see as garbage and help build things that would better the lives of people in your group or your arc. They can help you repair walls. They can help you repair vehicles in the game if you find something that they can fix. They can maintain your guns, all kinds of really neat things that help your group stay alive and keep moving.
So they're, I know it'll show my age, but they're like the post-apocalyptic MacGyver.
Yeah, pretty much.
I bet you a lot of our audience is, who is MacGyver? We got the Stalker.
Oh, yeah. The Stalker, by far, is one of my favorite classes.
I kind of knew that one.
The cool thing about the Stalker is, unlike the other characters where they've actually stayed in the arc for their entire lives, the Stalker has actually been outside of the arc. They have seen what's outside there. They've been attacked by these monsters. They've encountered, other people from other civilizations trying to protect their own stuff. So I feel like this class, you'll want at least one in the group because they'll help you identify things outside, or they know safe travel through certain parts of destroyed cities or jungles that can help you basically, stay alive.
So it's your Ranger class from
Ranger
D&D.
/ kind of rogue thing.
Yeah. Then we have the Fixer.
The Fixer is very cool. If anybody's ever played Shadowrun, he's kind of like your face character. He's kind of the talker. He's also the person who's going to be getting you your supplies. He's good at negotiation. He's good at cutting deals. So if you find those other civilizations or something and they have something you want and you're not looking to go in and brute strength, he can talk his way into it. Which is very cool.
Dog Handler.
The dog handler is very cool. He's your pet class, basically. He has a very strong connection to his dog. You actually will have issues if your dog gets injured or dies. You'll be able to get another one, but you kind of have that emotional connection like a lot of people have to their pets. This is kind of his
brother
family.
is, yeah.
So that's a very cool class as well.
Chronicle.
The Chronicler is very much your record keeper of the group. He's going to be in charge of, keeping track of what you've done or following where you've moved on your map, stuff like that. Basically writing down your tale. So you could kind of become your own, epic legacy left to future generations.
The Boss.
The Boss is basically the leader of your group. He's kind of like the person who boosts your morale and, makes your group better at what they're doing.
Okay. And the Slave?
The final class is the Slave, which is very interesting. It's actually just what its title says. You are enslaved. This class is pretty cool as well because you're actually enslaved to whoever plays the boss character. They kind of dictate your every move. As you would say, you still have your freedom of choice, but you could also decide that you want to play your classes. I don't really like my boss, or you could play it as I actually do enjoy working for my boss, even though I'm a slave. But they're actually, believe it or not, a very up in your face kind of tank role in the game.
Wow.
They're actually your tank role.
So it's kind of, you don't want to piss off your tank.
Nope.
So that's a little rundown of the classes. So this is just going to be like a little introduction of the game, and if you like the game, or you like what you hear about the game right now, and you want to get more into depth, just look for the other videos we have, and we're going to go more into depth into the game. So, but I really enjoy it. Oh, let's quickly could talk about the system. So it's a D6 system.
Yep, it's a D6 system. You can use your own D6s, or they also have a custom dice set that they make. You can buy at your local gaming store, which is pretty cool. The dice on one side of their special dice has the radioactive symbol for a 6, and the other side is a biohazard side for the 1s. The game is very much you're looking for successes, sort of similar to Shadowrun.
Okay.
6s are what you're looking for, 1s is what you're hoping you don't roll. That comes in more into play anytime you do something, whether you fail at shooting somebody or one of your mutations screws up or something like that. So it's a very cool dice
basically
system.
you roll X amount of dice and you need at least one success to succeed at your...
Correct.
Okay.
You need at least one success, and then based on if you roll a certain amount of 1s, based on what you're doing, you could fail, or your gun could break, or your mutation could actually backfire on you, which is very cool. The game gives you that cool life or death situation.
And one of the other good things about the game is, so if, let's say the characters want to jump over a big gap between two buildings, and I tell them, hey, make a dexterity roll or whatever roll it is to succeed, and they succeed, instead of the average game in which the GM will explain what the outcome was, the role-playing aspect of it, the player gets to dictate how they do it. So
very cool.
if I only needed one success and I rolled and the player rolled 5 successes, and he wants to jump, pirouette, do a spin, and do a split and fall on the ground, go ahead. If they explain it and they describe it that way, then it happens. So it puts a lot of the role-playing aspect into the players, so to see how they want their characters to express themselves or to succeed.
Yeah.
So that's a quick introduction about the game. Just like I said, check on the other videos for more in-depth analysis about the game. So thank you for watching, guys, and see you guys later.